to another video. Today we're going to do an arrangement for my kitchen table. I was at Hobby Lobby and found this set. Look at this fun tray. And the best part is there's a matching little container. And I thought I have to get this for my kitchen table because a few years ago I painted my kitchen table with chalk paint, almost exactly the color of this frame here. Now this little container is not watertight, so what I did is line it with like one of these disposable Tupperwares. Definitely buy, an assortment of sizes of Tupperware like this because you never know when you find a great container or basket that needs to be lined. I also save those containers for mushrooms or, produce that you buy that are watertight, and they're great too. So I thought, okay, I'm going to do a casual arrangement for the kitchen table. So what materials will I like to use? And of course, I want to also pick up the peachy colors of the roses in here. See, I'll show you the tray again. Has kind of that shabby chic, look to it. So I was at the flower mart and I saw this beautiful kale. I thought this kale would be great for a kitchen table. And then I thought, well, I don't want this to be too stuffy. I want it to be kind of whimsical and casual. So this is chamomile, like chamomile tea, or also called feverfew. This is really pretty. And I have my beloved Viburnum that I've been using last few weeks. Viburnum greenery for that frilly, lacy look. An assortment of peachy blush roses from my garden that I picked this morning. Let's get started. I'm going to start greening in with the Viburnum foliage. I think I showed you in other video. I love foliage that looks natural, looks like it came from the garden. I love like camellia, viburnum, boxwood, all sorts of interesting gardeny foliage. Not a big fan of leather leaf fern and things like that, the stuff that you see, in a dozen roses arranged type of greenery. I don't know, it's just one of my pet peeves. I mean, I'll use it for certain things. It's got its uses, but I prefer greenery that looks kind of natural. And as always, I like things to be a little bit messy almost, kind of random looking. So it's controlled chaos, basically. You don't need to bring in very heavily because we've got a lot of beautiful materials to put in here. Just want to cover the foam. Oops. You know what? I think I'll move this branch over here. So I have a feeling we're going to have a lot in the center. We're not going to need a lot of greenery. Okay. Then I'm going to use the kale sort of to anchor the arrangement and cover the foam. There's all sorts of kale, especially in the winter time. Right now it's spring and we still have some, but I love the white and green kale. It's so pretty, so fresh. Look at that, gorgeous rosette shape. We'll do the same on this side. And sometimes I'll put them together for a more full rosette shape. Sometimes the kale is not a complete rosette. So I just kind of put them together to make one big rose shape. Now I have some large stems of this viburnum. What I'm going to do is I'm going to place it sort of asymmetrically. I'm going to put it on this side first. Kind of fill in. See, already it's taking shape. We don't even need a lot of greenery, and it's already taking shape our arrangement. Maybe I'll reserve this for later. Sometimes when I add the roses in, I tend to mass it in there too much, and then you don't even see the beautiful kale. I'm going to show you some of the roses we're going to use today. This is a beautiful rose from Jackson Perkins called Royal Wedding. I have 25 bushes of these, or plants, in a long row. This is a rose that does not stop. It blooms from April to Thanksgiving. Heavily scented, long-lasting, and it's almost never out of bloom. I just love it. It looks like a peach-colored peony. It's gorgeous. Another rose we're going to use today is, I've shown you this many times, I think. I think we did it in our wedding bouquet video. Shropshire Lad. It has that perfect old rose look. And the color is just beautiful. I love that translucent pink and peach. This is Teasing Georgia, which is a beautiful David Austin rose in kind of an antique champagne blush. And here's a rose I don't think I've used before in my videos. This is Lady Emma Hamilton from from David Austin. Lady Emma Hamilton is a apricot orange salmon rose. It has different colors as it blooms. It first blooms sort of a dark salmony orange, and then it'll lighten up to almost a peachy color. I love this rose. It's on a very, very robust plant with coppery foliage, beautiful pointed buds. The flowers last really long. It's almost never out of bloom. It's prolific and it's heavily scented. And of course, I love all the names that David Austin gives his roses. This was named for Lady Emma Hamilton, who was the mistress of Lord Nelson, Lord Horatio Nelson, hero of the Napoleonic Wars. There's an old movie called That Hamilton Woman, starring Vivian Leigh and Sir Laurence Olivier, detailing the romance between Lord Nelson and Lady Emma Hamilton. So I love how David Austin had all these great names for his roses. I'm going to use one of these big roughly royal wedding roses to anchor the arrangement here. Generally, when I'm designing, I'm clustering my roses. You know, I think it's sort of old-fashioned or dated-looking when you do arrangements where, I call it paint by numbers, where you have everything green in symmetrically and you have every piece of material put in, equally spaced. I think I like things a little bit more clustered like this. So you have visual weight that's balanced, but you don't have to have roses here, 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 here. You've got a cluster of kale here and a cluster of roses here, so visually it's balanced. Add in this beautiful Shropshire Lad here. We'll do the same for this side here. Just love all these beautiful, soft, blush peach colors. I think those are my favorite colors. Okay. I like to leave a little bit of the foliage on Lady Emma Hamilton because the foliage is so pretty. It's got like a coppery edge and it's a kind of a pretty green and it's totally disease resistant. It's just a tremendous rose for the garden. Put this one on top so we can see all the pretty pointed buds. I want a little bit more of that fresh green, so that little small piece of cabbage I'll put up here. Okay, I think we're mostly done. Oh, I have another piece of this lacy material. I'm going to put this on top here for an airy look. It's really pretty as is, but I've got this cute little feverfew. I think I'll use a few sprigs of this in here. Just want, I don't want it too clustered. I want it to look very airy and pretty. Okay. I think we are done. I'm going to put it on the tray. And I think this will be a really cute arrangement for my kitchen table.